We cuttin' loose.
Woo!
All right, y'all see them? Michelle or K. Michelle started beefing with her kid.
Beefing with her child.
Yeah, they had a fight.
I hope. Never mind. I can't say what I want to say, man.
Say it. We'll cut it.
I heard things got heated, man.
Was it a fair fight? Is what I'm saying. I hope you know what I'm saying. Like,
What you mean by that?
Well, I mean, it took place in Memphis, so statistically, there hasn't been a fair fight there in about 100 years.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
yeah,
Free
that's
Pooch
true.
Icy.
Wait, hold up. Isn't that where that whole thing happened with the boat?
No, that was Montgomery.
Damn. Okay.
yeah,
That would be good though with the
bro.
Jazz.
Damn.
You got to know culture, bro. He know that, man.
Yeah, they got boats in Tennessee.
He was there.
But you-
he was at the fight.
Oh, he got hit in the back
He
of
caught
the
two of
neck.
them chairs. He tried to do an open mic there.
Hey, he said no inside jokes. Don't make fun of my laugh.
I love it, man.
He was just walking through. He didn't know I was gonna be part of it.
That's funny.
Well,
But nah, but like,
that's what you guys were saying.
nah, it's, it's one of those things, man, where like, I don't want to say as an abused kid, but like as a kid that got disciplined. Like, I don't,
We got abused.
yeah, I ain't want to say that she was wrong, but like this new society is like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot different where like, you know what I'm saying, the governing of your child is a lot more, you know what I'm saying, hands off, hands free
gotta be careful.
than it was when we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like belts,
Yeah.
shoes, you know what I'm saying? How you say the caleta?
Chancleta.
Chacleta,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Getting
the
hit with
slipper?
flip-flop. Yeah.
They got
But-
that too. Caribbean people.
Yeah.
But my grandmother, she used
Everyone
to
got
take the belt
shoes, y'all.
buckle, and then she tends to turn your hand over and hit you one time with the belt buckle. After that, you're not doing nothing for the whole year.
But yeah, it's, I don't know. I feel like it is one of those things where like, in certain cases, we do have to. Well, Los, you have children, and so you know, saying you're expert in this department. But it's like, where does it go to? Like, you know, is it actually protecting them, or is like, you know, saying just abuse of authority when it comes to certain things with your child? Like, you know, saying like certain guidelines you may set with your children.
Yeah. No, you have to, but you got to be like, you know, it's hard, man. Like
Cause you got
said,
Gen Z kids.
Yeah, my kids are just a-holes, man. So it's like it's tough, man.
Oh yeah, they start the fights.
Cause and then when you react to it, like my daughter, she's the perfect example. You know, she just turned 18. She graduates next month, and you know, we got into an argument recently, and it was like, first of all, you don't want to argue with your daughter, you know what I mean? But they got that mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause she's Spanish and black, so you know that attitude is over here.
Because she's Cuban, Puerto Rican, and black. Oh,
yeah.
my.
So
She's a full kilo okay.
just imagine that attitude.
Yeah, that's
So-
gonna upset an administration.
So literally, I went like it got heated, man. So I can understand this situation perfectly. And right when it got to that point, where I was like, all right, now I'm gonna show you what I'm about. Then it goes like, oh, go ahead. I'm gonna call the cops. You know, like I'm like you're going to jail today. You know, and I'm just like, man, if I would have said that to my mom when I was a kid, I would have woke up and had to ask what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would have been one of those situations.
You would have woke up in the jail cell yourself.
Nah, but nah, it wouldn't have been that. But do you feel like our generation we were more afraid to call the cops?
A big time. First of all, we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have access to a lot of stuff
Yeah.
now. Like you could text and chat with 911 now.
I did not know that.
You go into
They've
the
got
place-
non-emergency lines
They
you
got
can hit up.
non-emergency. Man, let them show up to that house.
Back
'Cause-
then, there was one number. Either nothing's going on or someone's coming to your house. There was no middle.
No.
Wait. You can text the police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can Zoom with them.
You
You can Zoom.
You could call in with them. You
started
can,
being
you can video chat.
Hey guys, are we all here? Can y'all hear me okay?
And if you and if you told your mom or dad or whatever that you called the cops, you still had however long it took for them to get there to get your butt whooped.
Yeah, and it's
true.
The thing
Like,
with
that
that
was
is,
just a free butt whooping for however long it took for them to get there.
because if I'm going to jail, I'm going to jail for something.
Oh yeah, she yeah.
Like my mother literally called the police one time for me.
Like
She's
here you go.
She's like, here you go. Like, oh, this is I ain't say my mother's name because like she probably got charges. But he's like, hey, this is Jimmy's mother and everything. He wanted to talk to you. Da 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 da. And I'm like, well, she.
Hey, Miss Jimmy.
What it do, shouted? Like, just
Like,
whooping
yeah.
ass again.
Just spank him.
So
But yeah,
that's real.
I feel like there's a lot of weird variables in this situation because K. Michelle, she's got money. This family has money. They're in Memphis. It all started over a gift that the kid wasn't too on board with.
Wasn't it an expensive gift though?
Yeah, kid got a Benz for his 16th birthday
Yeah.
and wanted to pitch a fit about it.
I hate it when my mom gives me a Benz too. It's so annoying.
Yeah, like she was like, "Oh, you're getting a Benz. Be careful with it." Like being overprotective. You know, you're living in Memphis with a nice car.
Yeah,
But is it one of those things where like, and you know, because that's the biggest thing where they say with parents and everything too is like about the Benz and everything. It's like parents want to they buy their kids stuff that they didn't have, or you know, what I'm saying they try to give their kids the life that they didn't have growing up.
Yeah.
And kids nowadays don't even care about the stuff like you be seeing 3-year-olds with Giuseppe's on and Louis Vuitton shoes, bro. They just want Spider-Man shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those kids don't care about that type of fashion. And maybe he at that point was like, you're right, I just want a car to hang with my friends. I get that you're K. Michelle, you're my mother and everything, but I want some type of normalcy. I want a normal life. And you know what I'm saying? The Benz part was just too flashy for him. And he probably like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it. Or, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know what I'm saying? A regular job. I want to do regular stuff.
And the kid seems pretty well adjusted too,
Yeah.
because he tried to trade it in for like a more economical, more reasonable car for a teenager to be having. And the parents shut that down instantly. It's like, no, you're not trading in this gift. This is what we got you. This is what you're having.
Yeah.
Tried to get a job with that Benz. I think he was Ubering or maybe doing food service. And it was like, no, you're not driving around in that nice car. Where it was like, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
It was like, that's crazy.
See, now that's a weird situation though, because like first of all, you're in Memphis as a teenager driving around in a Benz. First of all, it's a red flag. You're gonna get caught up probably at least eventually as a kid. But if they already know you in the town, like if they already know you, they know your mom's came show.
No
Like-
one, yeah, but that's not how that works.
But
You still get robbed.
How
Like,
many
the hood doesn't care.
16-year-olds you know
Yeah.
around town, Will? That's crazy.
don't answer that question. Don't answer
My
that
lawyer told me not to answer any questions like that.
Allegedly.
Nah, answer that question.
Allegedly.
No one knows who this kid is. They might know who his mom is, but they're gonna wait till the conversation till you
But-
get to that.
They ain't
Also,
went to
like-
the conversation.
Also,
Yeah.
we talking about it's like yes, it's inner city, bro, but this is Memphis, bro. We're talking about the home of Yo Gotti, the home of Moneybag
it's
Yo,
real over
like the
there.
home of like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
rest in peace,
R.I.P.
Big-
Young Dolph.
Young Dolph, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, like
Free Pooh Shiesty.
You know what I'm saying? These type of people, bro. Like you know these celebrities and everything. Like the Memphis Grizzly player, there, like you know what I'm saying, like they're around this type of environment already. So like Benz is not that uncommon in Memphis because I've been I've been in Memphis. I performed at Chuckles Comedy Club before, but like it's not one of the things where it's uncommon for it. Like you know what I'm saying, to see kids even in Benz.
It's
at
not
this point.
uncommon, especially now, but like that doesn't mean like if you in the middle of the hood, you still got nothing, you still serving, you're still trapping, you still gonna try somebody. If you see something that let's say you still, in the middle of the hood and you don't have a car yet. You see this young cat driving around in a car, no security. I'm assuming he didn't have no security because he was in college or whatever he was doing. He was doing Ubers in the Benz, and now, it's hot. It's still Memphis. Like you still
I
can
know
get
what you mean.
robbed. Like
That's a risk, as a parent,
Yeah.
that's what you think about, But I think it's bigger than that. I just think the kid, or just in general, these kids don't appreciate. Back to what you were saying, what as parents we try to give to our kids that we didn't have growing up, and it's a double-edged sword because if you force it on them or upon them, that kid's not going to keep up with what that vehicle needs, right? I'm just using the vehicle in the specific example.
Yeah.
But he didn't work for it. He didn't earn it. He didn't save money up for it, right? So it's just another thing he has, right? It's like buying him shoes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, cool, I'll wear them, whatever, But you gotta, in this life, you gotta earn everything you get. Otherwise, you're not really gonna value it.
Yeah.
So the lesson is still gonna be lost because he's not gonna really retain what the message is or the symbolism behind that car.
But even I don't have any kids, but as a child, like sometimes you have to listen to I feel like parents should listen to their kids as well. Like even if he didn't verbally say it, he's shown that I don't want this Benz. Like I want a small, on a more affordable car. I want this Hyundai. He's 16 years old, so he's very he's at that point where he can articulate this as well, very well. It's like I don't care for this Benz. I want this car. Like I understand who you are as my parent or whatnot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a thing where like, are you trying to keep up with the Joneses now, bro? Like, oh yeah,
Right.
oh what K. Michelle? Like I feel like you're doing that to protect your image, not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Actually
Michelle's
abide
son
by what your
driving-
son.
driving a Hyundai.
Yeah.
It's
you know what I'm
honestly a very weird situation because most times when you hear about a kid getting a flashy car from their parents or whatever, they came into a lot of money, whatever the situation is, and they got a nice car. You hear a lot about it. It's like, oh, I just crashed my brand new so-and-so vehicle. Well, yeah, because you don't care about it.
Yeah.
It was handed to you. You didn't really, you're not representing what am I trying to say? You're not really respecting the fact that you're driving around more money than most people will see in their life.
Yeah.
In a Benz, that's different. Like, you can work up and get in a Benz late in life, sure. But as a 16-year-old, there's no way you could possibly respect what that means. And he seemed to have a good head on his shoulder and wanted something more minimal.
Yeah.
Which it's always the opposite way. And it was like, oh, my mom got me a Lambo when she said she'd get me a Bugatti. Anyway, I'm going to crash it in a month.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, and back to what you were saying earlier, Will, that was a good point, but I kind of like disagree with it when you was like, seeing a 16-year-old riding around this inner city, with the drugs and everything. Bro, if someone's gonna rob you in the Benz, if someone's gonna rob you for your Benz or in the Benz, they'll rob you for a Hyundai Tucson too, because they don't have a car.
Yeah, it's honestly easier to steal a Hyundai.
Yeah, and I'm like naturally, like, as a person, that came from inner city things, like the people that I grew up around, is like they feel more inclined to steal the lesser value car than that, because it's like, oh yeah, everybody gonna be able to track this, they're gonna be able to track this Benz.
So in the Benz, they'll rob you in the Benz, but in the Hyundai they'll take the whole Hyundai.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, bro, so he's like, theoretically he would be more at risk in the Hyundai than he would be in the Benz, in my opinion, like coming from these inner cities and everything. But
I don't think that's what she's worried about, though, the mom.
I think she's worried about the image.
Yeah, 100%.
But in 2026, a new car is a flex.
Yeah.
Like, cars are crazy
a full tank is a flex.
A full tank is a flex. Like,
Bro,
having a way around town that doesn't have the bumper hanging off,
bro,
you made it.
I have a full tank in probably like a month, bro.
Damn.
Hey, it's crazy.
Hey, man, I don't care how high gas prices get, I'm only gonna put 15 in that tank. Depending, no matter how.
Shout out to our sponsor, True Laundry Detergent, man. You can get 10% off anything on the website using our promo code Kuttin Loose. That's Kuttin Loose with a 1. That's Kuttin Loose 1. They have a ton of things out there, guys. You definitely like to use this, man. This have gotten my stuff clean so many times, man. Go ahead and get something before it's all gone, man.
How far it get me?
No, I'm saying I still put the same amount. Like, I still put my 35 in there, but it's like it's not filling my tank up.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I still
ain't
put
even close.
my 30. Like, that's my minimum is $25, $25, whatever. Like, but I'm like, that's still not even doing anything. Especially like with the Malibu now, it's like I got to put $50 in there now to actually fill it up.
Yeah.
You can get 20 miles on E, but like that 20 miles don't get you as far as it used to, boy.
It gets you about 20 miles, Will.
No, I know what he mean though. Like,
50, man.
no, I get what he mean. Like,
so
for some
funny.
reason, bro, back then it used to stretch. Like, bro,
gas used to hit.
bro, when that gas light used to be on, bro, I'm like, yeah, I know I got a good 40 in me, bro.
Used to be able to like
Yeah.
know
You
Yeah.
how
want to know
far
something?
you can get.
This is unrelated to everything we're talking about, but they actually did start cutting gas more. So before, gas used to be the 85, then you get 85. That means 85% ethanol or whatever the fuel is mixed with water or something they cut it with. They cut that down to like 70-something recently, so it is less efficient.
Oh,
Well, that's just depending on the octane rating. I ain't about to get onto all the science of it, but like, let's say you got like
The
93.
one thing you knew.
Will has his
I'm
science
saying-
glasses on. He's
I
ready
don't
to
want to
share.
say any more than this, but
you
gas
gotta be
is
able to
called
read it,
gasoline, actually.
It's
Gas
called-
is gasoline for short.
Actually, petroleum.
Derived
but,
from
you know.
petroleum.
There you go. You might know something. No, that's
yeah.
real, but
Would you guys at 16, first of all, raise your hand if your parents bought you a car ever?
bought
Yeah, if your parents ever bought you a car.
like a Hot Wheels or something.
I never got
Real car.
I never got a car bought for me. However, I did have an uncle die at some point, and I was like, no one's taking that car, and I was like, yeah, it's yours.
Okay.
but
All right.
Wasn't bought for me. Car was older than me
Yeah.
when I got it.
I
You
got
still have
you.
to do stuff to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody here got a car.
No, man.
Bought for
Nah.
them.
Don't come
Nah.
from that.
Not like that.
What was your first car? Do you remember?
My first car was a Lexus SUV.
Okay.
my first car, I bought myself when I got back from overseas, I bought myself a Chevy Malibu.
Chevy Malibu.
Okay, so this is kind of a weird question for me because my first car didn't have an engine in it. I bought it as a shell, and I had plans.
Car? Not
It was a
what-
240 SX.
Not what
It
was
a
the maintenance.
It was a 91 Nissan 240 SX.
240. Damn.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
take
saying-
you back to high school.
I still
Okay.
got I got one, and I still got
But,
my own. Right? But yeah, it didn't have an engine in it, so I was
Okay.
gonna build the engine and
Yeah.
put it in, but it ended up not giving me. I didn't get the title for the car, so I couldn't get the engine right now. I was like, all right.
Okay.
And then I got
Good
another
move.
one.
Because all I did was ask one question. But okay.
Nah, this is rabbit hole for me.
Yeah, but it needed 3 tires, right? So what I did
What was the first vehicle that you drove, Will?
So
Okay, so it was also a
okay,
240
doesn't
SX.
matter, yeah.
All right,
I
bet
had
that's
3 of those cars.
So was
That's
that,
it.
Was that car to you your first car, was it really a 240? Was it really a Malibu? Was it really a Lexus? Or in your eyes, was that like your Lamborghini? Like you couldn't tell you nothing about
You
that
can't tell me
car.
nothing, bro. Like
What?
I got,
You was out.
yeah, bro. I got some, yeah,
Dude,
hey,
if you drop 40 grand on my head right now, I'm buying another one right now.
Okay.
Bro.
Some Ozempics too.
Like seriously.
Oh, so you
Hey,
money
that was
can-
pretty funny, Will.
So money can,
Thank you.
you can do things with money, man.
I guess you have a new hat, bro.
Little money whore.
Dude, if you listen,
Like some hey dudes.
right now my car has eyelashes on it. All right,
Oh yeah, something else.
I'm waiting to get back to that Lexus.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. It makes carpooling to shows a little bit weird. It's-
But like, well, if you're carpooling, you can let your girl drive, and then you just be on the passenger side.
Yeah, no, it's me for show and tone going to Tennessee tonight in the eyelash mobile.
There it is.
That's a nasty.
But y'all both they both got
know,
like
but-
Hondas. Why you gotta drive that one?
Because it gets the best mileage and it's my gig, so
Yeah,
I'm just bringing them out.
But I
But
guess,
not-
but I guess what I was trying to get to
you
was
tap back into the
that,
cable show.
that was your Lamborghini.
Yeah.
That
Right.
was your
Yeah.
Benz.
Yeah.
At 6 or whatever age. Mine was a 96 Camry with a sunroof. And you couldn't tell me anything, right?
I bet you that sunroof leaked also.
Probably did.
He's go ahead, finish.
Yeah, probably did. But the fact that we either saved up money, we earned the car is what I'm
Yeah.
saying, right? Like every time we put gas, man, there's our car. Look at this car right here, man. Like it's crazy. We got a car. He didn't get that feeling. Like he didn't get that true experience. This kid, Kate
Yeah.
Michelle's kid, is what
Right.
I'm saying. But I think as a parent, that was a lost opportunity in not connecting with your kid. And because when you have multiple kids, they all have different personalities.
Yes.
Right.
Right. I have 5 brothers. Right. Some of us are just like hip hop heads. I got one weird one that's just like into like just
EDM?
rock and roll and all this other stuff, which is cool. He's not really weird. I just call him that, but he's into anime stuff. You know, shout out to those guys
Comedy
that come
Kaiju.
here and eat spicy soups.
Cashews.
Spicy soup gang.
What is it? Spicy soup gang?
The ramen gang.
Yeah. You know, and I think as a parent, that was a missed opportunity to show even your kid, like, damn, do they even listen to me? Like, do they even know what I like, what I'm about? Like, that is not me.
It really
Sure.
seems like a freedom debate, honestly, because mom's trying to control the kid's trying to get his own lane. Like, she's not letting him get a job with the car. It's like, you just got me a car, you're not letting me get the car I want,
Yeah.
and now you're not letting me do the.
A ride share.
It's Uber. You know what I mean? It was like he's not gonna be. I was like, Mom, I don't want to work 9 to 5 when I'm 16. I want to pick up shifts before and after class type
Yeah.
situation. It's like, no, you can't do it. It's too dangerous.
I
I was like,
mean,
Uber is Uber. It's probably the safest way to. Honestly, if I was driving a Benz around in Memphis, I'd rather be tracked by Uber than just freelance and going to work and stuff. Because there's no telling. If something happens to you while you're Ubering, you have a lot more, what's it called, leeway legally. You get, cops will show up faster. You get more preference in the courts as
So
well.
that's your complexions, but go ahead.
Like your insurance will take care of you a little bit better. I was like, hey, I was ride sharing. I have way more information. There's just more variables. Like if I was driving down back home, there's a lot of information I wouldn't have about that route because I'm not Ubering. If you're Ubering, you have all that info. It's easy. It's safe. You could track them.
Yeah.
he didn't tell his mom that he was trapping out that Benz though. That's the
I
main
mean,
issue.
do you know this for sure?
Nope.
See what I'm saying? Like, this is how things happen. You don't want to have any allegations towards. You don't know if he's really trapping out that Benz. Like,
I'm
so
starting
let's
a rumor now.
don't do that because that's how.
That
Like,
Benz.
come on, man, be smart.
Hey,
but-
he's 16 and not you, so
Yeah.
give him some leeway.
Still
but
Memphis.
But it's one of those things where, like, you know what I'm saying? Parents, like, you know what I'm saying? In this thing where, like, I feel like the biggest thing parents tell kids is what they can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the toughest thing. Like, when you tell parents, because naturally, as a kid, we are rebellious, so we're gonna do what we, you know what I'm saying, what we told we can't do. Da. But it's that gray area of like, and trust me, like when I have kids, I want to have them that way as well. But it's like that thing where, oh, because I struggled and I clawed my way out. I don't want you to have to struggle as well. But sometimes like that could cripple a child. Because you're so reliant and dependent on your parents that, like, you know what I'm saying, you find yourself 25 years old and you still like, oh, Mom, how do I wash my clothes? Because
Yeah, then you turn
we had a
into
mate
Chet
this whole
Hanks.
time. You know what I'm saying? Say again?
That's how you turn into Chet Hanks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Chet Hanks. Oh yeah. Yes. Your
It's
whole
all
life,
handed to you, and it's like, screw
your
it,
whole
I'm gonna
life
be a rapper.
you've been
Tom
cradled.
Hanks' son.
Yeah. The cool one.
That's who that was.
The cool one. Don't call him the cool
The cool
one.
looking
The one that
right.
speaks patois.
Yeah.
The one that Tom Hanks doesn't talk to on purpose.
Yeah. But it's like that. Like you grow up like, and I feel like that's a result of you know what I'm saying him.
Oh, okay, I see.
Him letting him like you know like I get nurturing him too much. Like sometimes like it's okay to teach your kids like, all right, cool, I learned this, but like taught them the lessons you learned from the struggle. If you never taught them that, you never tell them that, then like they don't know what real struggle is. So I feel like he wants to feel that. He wants to grind. He wants to like I would commend that as a parent, but I solely feel like with her, it's just like her, like she's only worried about her image. She's not worried about what her son wants to do.
Maybe
Yeah,
she's doing a
see-
long play type situation, trying to teach him a lesson. It was like, yeah, I'm going to get you a Benz in Memphis, just so you know, easy come, easy go. This could be gone any day.
Sure.
Yeah, I think like with like richer kids, I guess coming up like when you already have money, you don't have to really work for much. You know what I'm saying? When you get diamonds, if you was already born into diamonds, you don't care about those diamonds. But like I see a lot of times these same rich kids, they want to like kind of backtrack. You know, they go to the hood by themselves because they want to be part of that culture because they weren't raised in that kind of environment, and they kind of want that street cred, I guess you could say, even though they don't need it, they want
Right.
that. They want to know something for themselves, but they're doing it in a way sometimes that's like we don't get it because like when you really came from that, you're like, why would you want to go back to that? But when you like, especially nowadays with all the phones and all the internet culture, you see it online, you're like, yeah, I want to see what that is for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you know, I know y'all came from the hood. Y'all came, Maryland. It's kind of the hood. You know what I'm
I didn't hear
saying?
anything you said.
All these places, you can die at coming from the hood. But like when you're not raised in it, you don't really respect it like that. You know what I mean? And you kind of want to
It's
see it for
glorified.
yourself.
Yeah, rich kids
Yeah.
kind of do feel invincible. I will say
big
that.
time.
Yeah, and they're definitely not. You know,
It's
these
a
kids ain't
gray
bulletproof.
area. It's a fine line between, like, it's a fine line as a parent. Period, man. There's no manual. There's no employee handbook. You know, there's you're just learning on the job.
Yeah.
You know, there's things you're gonna do to overprotect your kids that hurts them in the long run, and then there's things where you're like too friendly with them early on,
And don't take you serious.
and then they don't take you serious,
Yeah.
and then they explore a little bit too much. So it's just that analogy growing up as a kid where it's like, hey, sometimes you got to let your kid touch the stove when it's hot just so they know, you know. But as a parent, your natural instinct is like, oh, let me protect them, whatever, you know. But I see it in my kids. Like I said, when you have multiple kids, they all have their different personalities, and you know how if I talk to my son a certain way, when I talk to my daughter the same way, it does not go well.
Right. It's going to translate differently.
It translates totally different. Like, I'm a girl, like, why are you talking to me like this? They just get more emotional, you know. And then when I talk to my youngest son, you know, it's a different conversation. Like, that Joker is always good. That's why he's my favorite, right? And then the other day, literally 2-3 days ago, this Joker was playing in the neighborhood and threw a rock and broke the neighbor's whole window, like a driver's side window on a company truck. I'm not leaving work to go deal with this. I'm like I don't have enough stuff on my plate. Now I got to deal with, I hear people in the background calling cops and doing whatever. And I'm like, JoJo? Little JoJo? I'm like, I started sounding like Snoop Dogg on Baby Boy. It's Jody. I'm like, man, forget your fort. You know, like I'm about. And then sure enough, so I'm like, dang, every kid goes to the thing. But this would kill me, right? So I'm scolding him. I made him go over there, old school. It was like I was like, hey, we apologize. Whatever y'all need, just let me know. I'll take care of it. This and that. I was like, hey, man, apologize to the people. And then, I grabbed some food or whatever, and we went to the house. I'm pissed. I took his phone away, like, he's grounded for 2 weeks. And then at the end of the night, he looks at me, he's like, Dad, you still love me though? Like that breaks me as a parent, because I'm like, man,
like, no.
Yeah,
because I'm like, bro, I almost put you on Facebook Marketplace, like you don't know how close this was, But as a parent, that pulls on your heartstrings, where that's that gray area where like, all right, I can't go too much tough love now, because that's going to lead to resentment.
Honestly, I feel like situations like that, though, especially situations like that, that's a lesson you only got to learn once.
Yeah.
Like your other kids, that's a lesson they don't have to learn themselves. They just learned it. They saw what happens. Favorite kid messed up, and he still got.
Yeah.
Like a lot of parents, don't register that, we're in the coddling age.
Big time.
People are like, if I tell them not to do things, they're not going to do it. But they don't know why they shouldn't do things.
Yeah, tough love nowadays is not
Like,
the same thing as tough love like
You
20 years ago.
you figure out a lot by messing. A situation like that, sure, it sucks the day it happens.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things you learn from. You learn consequences. Right. You learn that you personally have to be responsible for things, and you're going to have to talk to people afterwards. It was like, do you really want to pick up that rock? Do you want to talk to them in 4 hours about it? It's like, no. It's just, you learn it yourself. And that's the same thing with, honestly, the biggest part of this situation is K. Michelle telling her kid, you can't work for Uber. You're not doing this. It's not safe. I don't allow it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, an hour into driving Uber in Memphis, he's going to figure out if it's for him or if it's not.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lesson you got to learn. Like, I used to do delivery driving, and I didn't know how dangerous it was until something like that happened. And I was like, you're only allowed to bring so-and-so amount of money just in case anything happens. Like, that's stupid. It's going to be hard to break change. I'm going to do what I want. And then 1 or 2 times where the situation was like, hey, I don't got money for you. Give me everything you have. It's like, you only got to learn that lesson once.
Yeah.
I was like, and I kept doing it. It was like, it's not dangerous, so dangerous that I don't want to work anymore. It's just, I got to be more cautious about how I portray myself.
You still look like an Uber driver too, so you know.
Yeah. What to piggyback on what you said anyway, Holden, it's one of those things where not letting him work is, in my opinion, is very crippling. Like, I'm the middle child. Like, so my older sister and my young sister, like, at the time I'm 15. My sister, I'm 15. Yeah, I'm 15 years old, and my sister's 14, and my older sister is 20 at the time. They weren't working. Right? Mm-hmm. They're not working, but my mom was okay with that. She was like, you have to get a job. So, like, through the summer, I got my first job at McDonald's. And, like, my mother used to have me, like, helping out, you know what I'm saying, in the house. It taught me these lessons, like, you know what I'm saying, even though I hated working because I wanted to just be with my friends and
You
everything.
get responsible, though.
I got more responsible to the point where now it's like they reach out to me like, oh, I need this, and this. And, like, my sister, my baby sister didn't have a job up until she was, like, 21. Like, she didn't have a job at all until she was 21. My older sister, she got a job when she turned 21 or whatever, but she didn't pay any bills. But I was paying bills as a 16-year-old kid, and I feel like that kind of hurt because then it's gonna backfire on her to when he gets older and he's like, oh, I mean, you told me I didn't have to get a job, I didn't have to worry about it. I'm gonna mooch off you. And then, like, she started to see that her money is dwindling or whatever the case might be. I hope it don't. Right. You know what I'm saying? I want people to keep their success and everything, but it's like you're gonna see that start to dwindle and everything because he's just completely mooching off you. And it's like, it's times where parents, and it's just rare cases, but like a young lady in Cleveland, Ohio, where she, you know what I'm saying, fostered her, nurtured her child the whole way through, and then when he got 19 and everything, he wanted to pursue rap. She said, nah, you're not going to do that. You're going to get a real job. He's like, bro, my whole life you told me I didn't have to worry about that because you were going to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Ended up killing her and getting the life insurance on her, and then you just like, started making rap music and everything.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yes. I forgot the guy's name.
What?
Yes.
When did this happen?
This a while back. This probably happened like 2013 or something like that. But
That's
it just
gangster as hell.
But it just hit me, bro. Like, yo, he hired
That's
people.
crazy.
He hired people to kill his mom and collected the insurance money.
Is this the Tiger King? No. How do you hire someone to kill? I guess in the hood it's easier.
Yeah, but
not always, because I had a guy who went to high school with me. It was 2 brothers, and they both tried to kill their parents. I say try because it didn't work out at all.
Both of them failed?
Yeah, they both failed.
That's
and
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
See, if they got a job earlier, their work ethic would have got them there.
Yeah.
They were working in high school, so I didn't really get it. But I know they wanted that insurance money, so they tried it, and then they got locked up for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I think they got out like no, they're still in it right now.
Do you get insurance money for murders?
Yeah, if you're done.
No, if you didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Unless you put in the clause that they detect foul play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you don't put that in there, you can get that money.
Yeah, they put it together rather quickly because he started flashing money online and stuff.
Yeah, you saw that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was one of those things where, like, he wasn't emotional at the funeral, like,
right.
Small stuff, you know what I'm saying, detectives and everything start picking up on. But it's one of those things where, like, and then like it got to a point where she actually like put her hands on her child, like, and I know we talked about that earlier, like we've been disciplined and everything, but like, at what age do you feel as a parent that it's like, all right, cool, I would no longer put my hands on my child?
Hey, man, these kids are different nowadays. Because I think I saw in the story, she said that I think he bucked at her first.
Yeah.
And you got to remember.
Like, gave a little pump fake.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's all it is a pump fake.
Yeah, but you're talking about a 16-year-old kid who's probably 6 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
Michelle's like 4'11",
Yeah.
Most moms are short, right? Like
Yeah.
my kid's mom, she's 4'11".
Yeah.
So my son, he's damn near taller than me. So he was already at 9, 10, 11. You know, he was already taller than his mom.
Yeah.
So she couldn't just talk to him soft spoken, you know,
Yeah.
because he's hard headed already. So there was times where she had to like, you know, speak if I wasn't there, you know, like get in his face, because that's the only way certain kids learn. But as far as you said, what age to stop hitting them, or you said what
Yeah.
age is too young?
Yeah, what age do you like stop? Like, all right, cool. This physical discipline is not working. Like, I have to like talk, because now your mental, your frontal lobe and everything is developing at a certain point. Like, so even though it's not always there, like now we can have these words. I can explain to you why it's wrong. Because back then we were just getting beat just because don't do it. Why? Because I said so. But now it's like, at what point you mold them into being like, hey, this is why. Do you do it at an early age or?
Yeah, I mean that's parenting now.
Yeah.
Because you don't really hit the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my daughter brags about that to her friends. She, you know, like I'll always be like, yeah, man, don't get whooped, you know. And then she'll be like, please, boy, you never hit me. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she'll be like, you used to take the bell and hit the bed next to me. I was like, yeah, that was a warning. She's like, all you did was warnings. I was like, but she's graduating high school. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, great student, great grades. Been working for 2 years now. Still can't keep no money in her pocket. Like, I don't know what's wrong.
You know
Like,
what?
she's
Because you didn't beat her enough when she was a kid.
Yeah, probably.
She would have been rich now. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You
probably.
messed up. Yeah.
So, you know, it's just a fine line as a parent, you feel. And then, of course, boys and girls are different. Like, my boys, I did hit, you know, but my daughter, I really didn't, you know. I just scared the hell out of her, you know. But,
Yeah.
you
No,
know,
daddy, no.
Yeah. And then, you know, they start crying or whatever. So they get a little advantage. But, you know,
You hit the little one while they're still malleable. That sets everyone straight.
yeah, you don't got to show them one time. Like, once they see one of them, you know, like, oh, that could be me next. Okay, never mind.
That's how you do with dogs.
But,
Beat one of them, the other one's like, oh, no, I'm going to walk back inside.
Yeah,
But like
tell the word
bucking
to be
on,
dog.
like
Go
that's
ahead, man.
like 'cause, like that's a great area of, like, you know what I'm saying, that's assault, you know what I'm saying, because like I never put my hands on you, and all I did was, like, even if he jumped at her, he did never. So her retaliating and putting her hands on, that could have been, you know what I'm saying, that outside on the streets, like not a parent son relationship or whatever, mother son relationship and everything. A stranger to stranger, if a stranger bucked on you and you swung on him, that stranger would not get charged. Like, I'm trying to think like stuff outside of
In
the
that
family
scenario,
element as well.
yeah. In
So-
that scenario, yeah.
There,
Yeah.
There's weird variables because bucking at someone is considered assault. Actually laying hands on someone, that's battery. If you're threatening someone through physical violence, that's assault. So like if I hit you in the back of the head and you weren't looking, that's just battery. If I buck at you first and you're like, what are you gonna do, and then hit you, it's assault and battery. So there's different levels to it.
That's
What,
why you gotta
pump
have white
faking is
friends.
assault?
You gotta have white friends.
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
'cause I didn't
You
know
gotta
that.
have Jewish
It's always
friends.
better to sucker
Yeah.
punch someone. It's one less charge. Remember that, kids.
Yeah, I'm going to hire you. Do something.
You should.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And it's weird. You think it would be backwards, but like if you let someone know your like aggressive intentions, that is considered a charge on its own.
You ever thought about being a lawyer?
No,
Yeah, you
But,
should do
you
that.
should-
I know I do good.
That's the
Yeah.
Jewish coming out of you already.
But
I just need a lawyer. So
But like, to close on this though, like, what do you think is better for a child to actually work and earn their money on their own and grind for it? You know what I'm saying? Understand, quote unquote, what the struggles is, or, you know what I'm saying, a kid that's just fully guided, fully protected, like, you know what I'm saying, just given everything and not having no experience, no valuable life experience.
in a situation like this specifically, it's definitely better to let them do their own things. And this is a situation where you come from a well-off family in a decent enough area. Mom could have done more to set up a situation where it's like, I don't want you to Uber. I've lined up these so-and-so internship/job opportunities in your college town. You're going to work these type of jobs, similar out, whatever it is. She has the resources to get him what he wants. She has the resources where he doesn't have to work at 16 and pay off through his college. But he wants to, which lets you know that, okay, he has a good head on his shoulders. He's trying to actually be productive and resourceful to the world. Let me give him a way to work on a skill that will take him further. Because Ubering, respectfully, it's a good side hustle. It gets you what you need for the time period you're doing it.
Right.
It's not long term. No one's starting to Uber at 16 thinking, if I do this for 5 years, I'll be the best limousine driver in the city. No one's thinking that. It's a job for the time, just for right now, to get me going. And
Yeah.
there's situations where if the job was the issue, because the mom said, I'll be driving Uber before he does, which lets me know that it's not about safety. It's about circumstance. It's like, you're not driving Uber in this car I paid for you. It's like, it's about circumstances. Like, no, I don't want you to look broke. It's an image thing.
Yeah.
Which at the same time, get him a job that he wants.
But the job he wants is
I don't think it's.
I
Here's
want
the
Uber.
thing.
Go work at
No one
McDonald's.
wants to drive Uber. It's really easy to get into, and it's really easy to just hop on and off shifts.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, you know what? I need $20 for dinner. Let me run a couple runs.
Yeah.
and the thing what he wants to do, he just want to make his own money on his own time.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel like he's where he's in that direction of where he need to be, and I think that's the biggest thing is like, you know what I'm saying. And also the biggest thing I take from that is like him wanting to do that. It shows you that he cherished the dollar even more.
Yeah.
Instead of being everything given to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going, oh yeah, I'm just spending because I know I'm gonna get it back from my mother. But if I'm like, oh snap, even if she put him on like a strict thing, like, all right, cool, you work and whatever you make at the end of the year, at the end of the week or whatever, I match. You know what I'm saying? I'm still giving you money, but it's like you're teaching them both sides of it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna match that. Oh, you only make $900, so I'm gonna give you $900. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, but if you make zero, I'm giving you zero on top of that. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy, it'll show him to appreciate the dollar, but also appreciate the parenting that he have in his life as well.
This is a rare situation with all of these variables where it's not about the kid being spoiled.
Yeah.
It's about the kid wanting to build his own life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very rare situation. If that's what you're being shown, if he's doing this at 16, you only got 2 years before he said, all right, I'm moving out on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let them develop their own freedom.
I
Do
think
it now.
now, because I don't think he had the trials and tribulations to really figure out who he wants to be. The trials.
This episode is brought to you by Steak and Post.
.com.
Special code Kuttin Loose 1. KUTTINLOOSE 1. All 10% purchases off. Again, that is Stick and Post.
.com.
Tribulations.
Spell tribulations.
I'll do it later. To figure out who he wants to be. You know what I mean? So I think this is good for his character development. I think his head's in the right place. And besides bucking at your mom's, I think his head is in the right place. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be his own person. He doesn't want to be living off the backs of his family. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see what's real in the world. But like, you know, sometimes it's just like, take the Benz, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Take the Benz,
Take
yeah.
the Benz, get a job at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. This is, at the same time, while he doesn't seem spoiled, bro, you got a Benz. Why you fighting?
Yeah, no, I know dudes
It's like,
you know, like,
you have a nice car, and I don't want you to drive it for a job. I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right.
So I think there's two big things here, right? This is my final recap, like Jerry Springer used to do.
R.I.P.
It's a historical show right there. One is at the meat and potatoes, man. Find out what is it about Uber that your kid is most interested in, right? Is it the schedule? I heard that. Is it the schedule? Maybe he likes the fact that it's flexible, right? He wants to move on his own time, make his own schedule. It's not just regular 9 to 5. That's a big skill. These Gen Z, whatever generation we're at right now. You know, customer service. He likes to talk to different people every day. You know, get to know people. You know, whatever. And then the other thing is the biggest gift a parent can give their kid. It is nothing materialistic in this world. Not no treasure, gold, money, Benz. There's only one thing. It's just knowledge. That's the biggest thing you can give your kid is knowledge. So what do I mean by that? You teach your kid how to go out. It's just like that analogy where you teach somebody how to fish versus giving them fish. You feed them for a lifetime. That's all this is, right? In a parent and child role. You teach your kid that's why, man, we don't have grandparents no more, man. Like, you used to go to grandpa's house, grandma's house. They'd have you cleaning the whole damn yard. You know what I mean? Like, you was out there raking leaves for $5 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Or they would feed you and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have those things anymore, man. So these kids are just out here doing whatever. You know.
I got grandparents.
So there's a lot. Yeah, man. Like,
Kids don't. They don't mow lawns anymore. They don't shovel driveways.
that's what I'm saying. Or they'll do it once, like, oh, I need a quick little come up, whatever. They do it
Yeah.
once, and then it's like, what happened to the mobile detail, the landscape thing. Man, it's too hot out there. You know, like.
Why would you go outside when you go on TikTok Live and make $1,000 in 20 minutes?
So that's true. That's true
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
And we said that one of these podcasts we did. Like, it was like nowadays, when we was kids, you see your parents see you playing video games, they'll turn that game off, tell you to go outside. If I had my kids and they was making $1,000 an hour or whatever it was, man, I'm coming in like, hey, y'all hungry? Y'all need something to drink?
$1,000 a month
or a month, whatever. You know, like I'd be like all for it. Like, cool.
Like, that's good money for a kid. You're learning skills.
But you can't do anything else as a parent. You shouldn't do anything but pass on that knowledge, because at the end of the road, when our time is over here on this little globe, right, on this little spinning wheel.
Ooh, he's getting political.
Your kids are basically going to be, you know, the junior or the third or what. I'm the fourth, right, in my family. They're going to carry on whatever it is that they're left with, right? Mm-hmm. The last thing I want to do is, on my last breath, have to worry about my kids incurring my debt.
Yeah.
Damn, I left all this to them to deal with, all this stressful stuff. And I think at the end of the day, K. Michelle her heart might be in the right place as far as I want him to have a great start to life, because, you know, like a lot of our white friends, I'm looking at you, not to be racist, right? A lot of our white friends, right? Not Holden, because he's ghetto like us. Yeah. They have they have a further spot in this race called life, right? Like we're all they're starting over there, we starting right here. Mm-hmm. So I think she's trying to bridge that gap as a parent. Again, that's a great thing to do. But you have to break down what that gap really means, and also let them experience what the gap is not.
If you don't register why you have a head start, you're gonna go back in front of the finish line or the starting line.
There's a reason why white people will get pulled over and hop out the car with the cop. Like, what's the meaning of this, bud? And we in the front seat like, hey man, I got my license, I got my insurance, hands out the door like this.
Yeah, and we still get it. We still get it. It don't matter. It don't make a difference.
Well, no, some people deserve it. You know.
And what do they look like, Carlos?
Well, yeah,
like 5'5", 5'6" or something. I don't know.
But that's what I'm gonna leave it with. That's my final recap. Again, you know, it's gonna take time. Again, me and my daughter got in a huge argument. She left the house for a week. You know what I mean? We didn't talk. But with time, you know,
it healed.
It healed, right? Everybody got cool heads. The ego got taken out of it, right? And it wasn't you're not listening to me, you're not listening to me. It's like, no, if we're both quiet, we can listen to each other, right? And then work this thing out together. Because at the end of the day, as a parent, you have to be able to say, okay, I'm older than you and I got the experience, but there's things we learn from our kids too, you know? When my daughter starts breaking down her perception and how she saw the situation, I was like, I didn't see that. That's on me. I see what I did there. Okay, I could have changed. I could have done that differently.
Come on now.
And you have to be big enough
I'm trying
to admit, you know, where you're right and when you're wrong. So at the end of the day, love your kids, man. They'll love you back.
Cover that, man. With that being said, man, that's been Kuttin Loose podcast, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. I'm been Jimmy Fontaine.
Boom.
Colton Schneider.
Oh, Will Palomino. I didn't know he was doing it like that.
Carlos Carvajal.
Cutting.
Que lo que?
We cutting loose.